Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Patronkast Plays. I'm Razor, Shad and Smokeman are with me, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the last game NRS ever made that any of us actually liked. Welcome to Mortal Kombat X.
Yes, this is the one with the story we actually really enjoy.
Story, movesets. There are a couple roster choices that are missing here. I would have really liked Fujin in this game, since he's in the story. Serena would have been nice, but mostly, this was the last good one.
Gonna be heretical, say the game probably didn't need Kung Lao, Liu Kang, or Katana. But, you know, these days, you gotta have the gameplay concessions as well as the story logical concessions. They're gonna be in it whether I like it or not.
Yeah, we'll talk about NPCs
bitch.
and PCs and who got more screen time than who. But let's get into it.
Story mode.
Alright.
Millions of years ago,
This one has
Shinnok,
subtitles.
one of the elder
does.
gods, turned on his
And
fellow
Johnny
deities
Cage
and invaded
narrating.
the Earth realm.
Yeah, well, there weren't too many people left alive to take the spot.
Raiden and the elder gods
Indeed.
stopped Shinnok, locked him up in the Nether realm.
I really like this intro with the statues.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Not only
Jinx.
is it all visually
Others followed
interesting,
Shinnok's
but it also
footsteps,
fits like the
like
aesthetic of the
outlawed Emperor
Jinsei
Shao
Chamber
Kahn,
stage.
who was obsessed
Right,
with conquering
Like that's
the
probably
realm.
where these statues actually are.
So Raiden convinced the elder gods to enact the Mortal Kombat tournament as a way to even
Holy
the
shit, is that
odds,
Shang Tsung?
give Earth
Yeah.
realm a chance.
That's
It is.
Raiden wearing the wrong
For
costume.
generations, Shao Kahn followed the elder
Sonya
gods'
wearing
rules.
the MKX
The war
costume
moved
instead
to
of the
the
9
arena,
one.
where he sent his toughest fighters to challenge Raiden's greatest defenders. in
Baraka's
Mortal
MKX
Kombat.
costume instead of his.
I
Baraka's everywhere.
hate Baraka in
We
this
beat
game.
him.
I don't like his cheek teeth.
Oh, we're gonna see so
But
much of the
Shao
cheek teeth.
Kahn
I
wasn't
cannot
ready to
stand them.
lose.
It does occur to me that
He
I
violated
didn't
the
turn
rules
down
of
the
Mortal
sound
Kombat
like I usually do
and
before we
invaded Earth
start
realm.
these.
Most of
I
Earth's
mean,
defenders,
you can pause
friends,
during a battle,
or
go
killed,
out
true.
and go in again.
turned into evil
Edit around it.
warriors.
I guess we'll have to do that.
Gonna spill and trade
Despite
secrets.
the odds, stopped Shao Kahn's invasion. As punishment, the elder gods destroyed him.
What?
You're always asking what happens to Shao Kahn.
I mean,
That's
that doesn't
crazy.
that doesn't explain where his
He
soul
thought the
went.
long nightmare was over,
I feel like it's been destroyed.
but it turns out
Completely and
that
utterly.
Shinnok had been manipulating
The-
events.
I mean, the
Shao
rules might
Kahn's
be
invasion,
different for someone who
his
used
death.
to be a god, but
All part of
the soul
Shinnok's
is supposed to
plan
be
escape
indestructible.
The Nether realm and resume
Unless,
his war on
unless
the
it's
elder gods.
consumed as energy. Shang
There
does
is
it all the time.
Yeah, I feel like the Elder God stealing souls is fucking weird and the wrong flavor for them, though.
Yeah.
I don't know about stealing. That's not the right word. I don't know. Maybe hypercharging it and filling it full of so much energy and blasting it with a giant something into the stratosphere.
Yeah, that guy's face is gone.
He's as dead as Shao Kahn.
You want more of this space?
So, what's your guys' favorite Call of Duty game?
I like the one with the no-scoping and the hallways. You don't play
that-
shooters, bitch.
Well, this is
my
a Call of
favorite
Duty
is,
game. I would have accepted Mortal Kombat X as your answer.
That's what I was going to say, but you didn't let me.
Because this is a brief turn towards the militaristic in this series. A lot of complaints about the special forces in this game, and the next one being to center focus.
I really did kind of hate that shit.
Set her down nice and easy.
Well, they're its babies.
Don't I always?
If by always you mean not once.
It's kind of weird that we're looking right at them, but the
Maybe.
audio is through the microphones.
You know what's weird? This Johnny costume was the hardest to get in the game.
You had to like
Oh, is this the
win.
one where you have to like win 10
All
ranked
right,
matches in
you
a
have the
row?
rendezvous
I
coordinates.
think
No,
so.
I think
Far into the forest.
I thought it was
From
something
there,
like
we
you had to
access
like
the portal
hold
to Raiden's Sky Temple.
King of the Hill like 10 times or something like that.
Yeah, it was 10 in a row of
Gods,
something
portals,
online.
Flying
I
demons.
did manage to
Blind
acquire
guys
it.
with magic swords.
So did I.
It was very difficult.
World
Oh, hey,
It's like,
Kenshi's
why-
here now.
For the
Why
worst,
that
we do not expel
costume?
Shinnok from Raiden's temple.
Why not?
You know?
He means to poison Earthrealm's life
Because
force,
that's his costume.
the
That's what
Jinsei.
Kenshi wears.
And we're not
I mean,
gonna let that
I think
happen.
that people can deal if they do. They deal if they
Oh,
don't
you mean
have
Johnny?
it.
We're still talking about Johnny.
Still talking about Johnny.
I was
We're happy to
distracted
help
by the
get
better
Shinnok's
character.
Bony ass back to the
I feel as
Netherkast.
much as it might make sense for like it to be the ninja mime costume instead, people would be more annoyed if they couldn't get their hands on that one.
So Liu Kang's down there shooting those red fireballs.
Indeed. That guy's also dead. He is so dead.
Who did that?
Gee, I wonder.
It was
So the-
Kratos, wasn't it?
The reason I'm on the sticks here is because I have opinions about which QTEs you should do and which ones you shouldn't. Like, what's more interesting.
All right,
I did
let's
this
see your
one.
choices.
So this gives me the shadow kick.
Yeah.
And then we do some of this right here. I'm gonna block this. Because we gotta... Yeah, I love that Superman punch off the wall. Gotta block the first one, but I'm gonna let him stab me on the second because it's more drama.
Ooh, you should be a director.
Right?
You think he teleported in from the ground?
No,
I
think
have
he
no
Iceman
idea.
Look who's not a robot anymore.
did. That was
Alright,
always really cool.
Oh, I missed that one. That was an accident.
Good job.
I should have ducked it. He was way telegraphing it.
Scorpion gets one, I get one too.
Yeah, right?
Dude, that was a man.
Alright, I can block this. Because you get the flip kick. That's neat. But, yeah, let's... Uh-oh. Okay, he saved it.
Could've gone right into the propellers otherwise. As they always do.
Alright, now I'm gonna let him do this one, because this is fun. Welcome!
Yes! Very good.
Goodbye.
First off,
Makes more sense if Scorpion tackles you than if Johnny tackles him, because why would you dive out of a perfectly good helicopter?
Yeah, perfectly good.
It was fine.
any landing you can walk away from, Sonya.
He fell like 4 stories either way. Why is he alive?
Really good landing.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
Now, let's see about that. Uh-oh. There's no audio option. I'm gonna have to go back to the main menu.
Wouldn't it be
Smokeman,
funny if... What?
can you put
So
an edit in post
remember, we
here?
have a Patreon. We have a Patreon if you feel like rewarding our hard work.
If you're enjoying what we do here, then you can subscribe to it at patreon.com/netherkast.
What is my life?
Wouldn't it be funny if I just didn't edit out the settings?
You can do it however you want, sir, but I'm gonna go to the menu and I'm gonna mess
How did I
with the
get here?
sound.
Where?
What
What times do I live in?
set everything
Where's-
to 10?
Where is the horse and the rider? Just the entire Theoden speech as I muse about.
If
the
you
death.
had the whole thing memorized, I would be very impressed. Hey, look, there's a specific slider just for the cutscenes. Unlike Mortal Kombat vs. DC.
Oh, we could use that crap in MK9.
Alright. Uh-oh.
Just hit X.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh,
Yep, we gotta do this again. Now we're back into
Okay.
it. And let me
Christ.
You the Fear Factory.
move list. Combos. I don't know Johnny in this game as well as I do in 9. And then
I'm
he
sure he
did
still
nothing.
has some jab combos.
I think this is the variation with all the fucking charge moves.
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
Wait, what is this jump kick? He's doing the stank leg in the air. This is not helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never was an MK game that didn't have stank leg.
Hey, look, Johnny's shadow kick has shadows on it. Let me get some. There we go.
Imagine.
It's not just fucking streaks or smoke. You can actually have after images.
That was
I
badass.
like how you just like did a couple of punches for
Yeah,
show.
right?
Then kept on tossing them out, and then some more punches, and tossed them out. I forgot that he said that.
Yeah, I gotta say, the phrase martini shot is not nearly as interesting as just shouting your name.
See, this is kind of why I don't like Andrew Bow and Johnny. His one-liners are shittier.
I'm sure he didn't write them.
I know.
Yeah, I can charge up all my shit. So that's what this variation does. I don't think it ever shows up in story mode, but I really like the stunt double variation better. Like, it's an interesting evolution of his powers, and it would be nice if there was some story behind it. But, I guess not.
It would be nice if there was story behind a lot of things.
I don't know what kind of story it'd make up.
Just that he gets better as he's older. Like, he's, like, almost 50 right now.
No, he isn't.
Did he say gotta get back to the chopper?
Well,
or
all
gotta
right,
get
this
to the
is
chopper?
this is still the flashback part, but he will be almost 50 in the main story. Yes, he did say gotta get back to the chopper. Yeah, do it now.
Ow. Where's your daddy and what does he do? Okay.
Come on, do it. Kill me. Yeah. Come with me if you want to live.
That was unpleasantly cold.
Who writes
What?
this shit?
What a strange phrase.
Not even funny, no.
This is the game with a good dialogue, isn't it? Or just a good story?
Well, I didn't say it was a good dialogue, I said it was good plot.
I mean, it is Mortal Kombat 4, just remixed.
The good parts of it are.
Yes.
And also, like, I like Kotal Kahn.
Yeah.
God, he's doing that shit.
I like Aaron Black.
Aaron Black's okay. I think it's weird to have, like, a guy in Mortal Kombat who's not at all a martial artist.
But Striker.
Striker's
Yeah,
clearly
bitch.
got some, like, CQC skills, man.
They both have guns they can hit you with. And both do an admirable job of it, too. I think there's something to be said for just straight up brawling.
I don't think Striker actually has ever had a pistol whip move.
You might be right.
I'm thinking of his flashlight, aren't I? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
The X-ray. I like how, like, you keep jumping over him and he keeps on trying to parry.
Yeah, right? You know what?
And
Let's just
bolt
do
to the
that.
face.
I liked it better when we fought on the same side.
Yeah, I did too.
Everyone did, Johnny. Everyone did.
You okay?
We fared better than the men.
Add him to the list of things Shinnok will answer for.
Yeah!
Hell yeah! Look at him.
Yes.
It's that boy!
Just waiting for it. That boy we all asked
is,
for and got next time.
This is such a good fucking costume.
It's definitely like an update of mythologies in 4. Like, he's got a headband. It's black suspenders and green pants. It's doing the things. I do think this staff is a little weird. Like, where's the crossbow?
Yeah,
man?
I don't know what that is.
A little bit oversized.
I think it's a monk's spade. Like, somebody on the team
Yeah,
has been
no-
trying to put a spade in the weapons since, like, Armageddon, and they finally got it. And I've never, like, seen the point.
Not a weapon I would associate with
Like, it's
Fujin.
just
The
a-
eleven
it's
choice
just
of
a
the sword was much better.
Well,
Just
no,
a
it's a
stick with
spade.
a blade on the end. This is, you can get that from a spear. other characters who already use spears. Nobody but Fujin uses a crossbow.
How do you feel about the demon designs?
It's alright.
Yeah, fine.
We must refortify the portal's defenses below. No, Fujin.
You know, I don't really like Fujin's voice in this compared to 11.
It is better at 11. I think, like, 11 has the best voice. It's like...
He sounds like an old man who, like, forgot to take his pills or some shit.
Well, I think, you know, the character's in so few games that they never really set a standard for how he should sound
You
until
will not
11.
touch the Jinsei! Like, come on.
I remember back in Armageddon where he had like that whispery echo behind his voice. That was cool.
So I want to once again remind everybody that's not what Stryker was wearing when he died.
The dead can change clothes.
Why?
They're already stinky. Gotta keep fresh.
Hey, look, Raiden, your friend, Sindel walks up.
Yeah, right?
We're coming up on one of your favorite lines, everyone's favorite line. You'll remember.
I know what he's referring
memory
to.
hold this?
I know what he's referring to. We'll get there.
Oh, fuck.
Ha ha ha!
But before that, I really like these Jax arms. Like, the Revenant design for Jax, like, actually shows the concept of, like, taking what they look like and corrupting them and making it look demonic.
They put much more
Also,
effort into him being playable than they did for Smoke here.
Did you guys know Nightwolf was in this game?
Nightwolf.
I forgot.
Well, so
He
does the
vanishes
game in
after
about
this
5
cutscene.
minutes.
Doesn't he?
I like the...
I keep forgetting he's actually in it. I really do.
He's got the red lightning and axes because his powers have been corrupted by Quan Chi, and they will forget about that next game.
Here it is.
Yeah, here it comes.
Smoke is dead. I am an Enra.
Sure you are, buddy.
Let's shit him out.
You're
Let's
missing
shit him
a
out.
word!
Smoke is dead. I am Iron Man. Smoke is dead. I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Smoke is dead. I am the very model of a modern Major General.
You just
A million of them.
You just had to put the word "an" before Enenra. Fuck off.
I feel like Jax absolutely would punch his friend.
Well, it depends on which friend. I don't think he'd hit Sonya very much. Really? Right back into it? Okay. Also, this is, like, I don't know if it's the variation or the way they did the gacha where you have to tap the button to punch more, but...
Yeah, it's that.
Just grabbing and hitting them once, which is what the AI almost always does, is very flaccid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never make it count. I guess maybe we have to be on higher difficulties. But they do switch up the variations on you every story mode fight, don't they? Or something like that.
No, I'm pretty sure you just have the variation you have in your whole chapter.
Yeah.
Alright. I
Because
feel like I remember them switching.
I think there might be a character somewhere that switches, but for the most part, not really.
Well, I remember being
sick as
annoyed.
hell.
You know what?
Did you do
Projectile
a fucking
spam always
Zangief
works.
flare it?
We're gonna fix
That might have been his breaker. I wasn't really paying attention, but
Yeah,
I
that
did
was
see a
his
spinning
breaker.
clothesline there, yeah. Now let's make sure to pick up our guns that we won't use in any of the fights.
I think Sonya used it once.
Planning to throw hands, but it's Mortal Kombat. They always went throwing hands.
There's a
What's the
moment
point
coming up
otherwise?
where we see why they usually don't use guns.
Yeah.
Indeed.
that the elevator?
Yes, the elevator. Sento contains the souls of my ancestors.
So, one of the things I really like about MKX is the contribution of giving Kenshi, like, a personality and sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Because, I mean, you can't really do that with the 3D era games. They didn't really have him in a story mode role in anything. But now that we're establishing what kind of person he is, and also that he's not, like, he's already gotten his ancestors' souls back from Shang because somebody else killed Shang in the last game. I guess Shao Kahn gave the souls to Sindel, and then when Sindel died, they were freed, and we just didn't see it. But we know what happened, because the souls are in the sword. But since he doesn't have the whole revenge, I must find Shang Tsung, I must find Shang Tsung motivation, they can...
We assume he's gone past it, yes.
Yeah, he's very zen, he's very, like, you know, wise and calm, and I really enjoy that kind of character for him. You know, I don't think these two gods are trying very hard to kill these zombies.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here he comes.
This is a really good entrance.
The Shadow Hands should be an intro. Man, this game did wonders for Shinnok.
Your legacy.
This was their, counting Injustice, their 4th game to have a cinematic story mode, and this was the point where they finally, like, nailed being cinematic.
Right.
Yep.
Stopped you then, imprisoned you in the Nether realm. We will do so.
I also fucking love his costume here.
Yeah, this is the better costume. I hate that, like, everything after this...
The
put
friggin'
him in
jester caps.
Yeah, the sleeveless outfit is trash. I've never liked it.
This looks great.
Like, he's a scrawny, wrinkly old man. Why would he walk around with his guns out? It's not impressive. It makes him look worse.
Death Pope all day, every day.
Yeah, yeah. The hat looks really fucking cool. And I love the flared out shoulders and the gems on it and shit.
Yes, Cabal was too slow.
Yeah, he never uses his super speed anywhere in these cutscenes.
Oh, I love this bit. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that thing is neat.
Look at little
Where's
skeleton
that in his
snake. It's
specials?
sick, right?
Why
What
don't
if
you
that
blow
just
her
made
head
it
up?
worse?
Just kill her. She's already a zombie.
What if that just made the screaming worse?
I don't think they're trying that hard. They have lightning. Kill the zombies.
It's moments like shots like here really make Shinnok look like a threatening character.
Yeah,
They did so good by him.
He's got that air of untouchability right now.
The voice, the swagger, just the way he acts, the powers he's exhibiting. It took them 3 games, and he was better appearance-wise in Armageddon than he was in his first showing, but this one just really blew him through the roof for me.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't see you there.
Miserable wretch! Insignificant speck of feculent scum! How dare you!
This game
His
taught me the word.
dialogue's great. His
This game taught
dialogue's
me the word
fantastic.
feculent. I never heard feculent before today. I mean, before this
Feculent,
game.
the root word being feces, so it's
Indeed.
it's a fancy way of saying you piece of shit. How dare you?
Yep. He makes saying piece of shit sound classy. That's how good he is.
And then there's this bit, the
Oh,
Neo in
yes.
the Matrix moment.
Shit.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Not even looking at you. We're wrapped with attention, people. This is the good stuff.
I think this is where the story mode peaks. This is it's not it's not bad, but this is the best part. It's just
Johnny Cage.
we will neither be the first nor the last people to say, why didn't they just make MK4 the whole thing?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what just happened to me, but I am sure of this.
You never seen that green shit before?
I also, like, the Jinsei Chamber, like, there are a lot of, like... One problem this game has is that the colors are very desaturated, and a lot of stages are, like, just one color. The best-looking stage in the entire game, for my money, is the Jinsei Chamber right here.
trying to think of more examples, but this is definitely one of my favorite ones.
I also, like, I love the carvings on the back wall here. Like, here, this one is...
You let him live! Every time I do Shinnok's run in this game, I gotta quote Annihilation. That stupid fucking Shinnok just fucking...
Yeah, the fucking glide forward.
It had to...
Yeah!
I want to believe it's a nod. I really do.
But yeah, on the wall back here, we've got the Kamidogus being used to kill the one being. There's like a bleeding dragon neck, and you can see the Kamidogu shapes. And then on the wall on the other side, the carving is Raiden and the Elder Gods like banishing Shinnok. I think Shinnok is bald here, like he's not wearing the hat in the carving.
Shinnok would be bald, wouldn't he? I was wearing some sort of hat, but...
I mean, Kung Jin makes the joke in his intros when you fight against Shinnok that he's like, the hat is covering a bald spot.
You really are a fallen elder god.
He did have that curly black hair inside an open hat in Deception Conquest.
That doesn't count.
That janky fucking model. The only one in the entire game that's not accurate to a previous game. He's wearing a fucking bathrobe. That was it.
Somewhere Scorpion feels ripped off.
Where did Quan Chi go? He was in the
Away.
hallway a moment ago, wasn't he? With the revenants?
Did we?
He figured Shinnok's got this. Elsewhere. Oh, damn.
Properties will heal Sonya Blade in short order.
Quan Chi and the others, they're gone. A surge of power within the chamber overwhelmed my senses.
We can deal with Quan Chi later, Kenshi.
See, they addressed it.
A bigger prize this
Yeah, I know. He retreated. He ran away.
And within it, old fish face himself.
Let us take
What?
Decepticons, retreat!
We cannot destroy it. No one can.
And so they did.
Council, Shinnok can never escape.
The war is not over. Quan Chi has escaped. Why are you smiling?
She called me Johnny.
His eyebrows have gone
Aww.
prematurely gray.
Ew.
Can we just appreciate that moment?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Yes, we can.
it's
She
cute.
called him
It's
Johnny.
cute. I like how they did Johnny and Sonya's romance. Except that she's kind of a bitch in the present. Like, it was worse in the MKX comic, but
How about you, Cassie?
I don't know. I guess they needed some kind of conflict and character arc.
Take it easy, Jin.
We didn't need a Halo in Darfur, or Iran, or Kurdistan, did we, Jack?
I find it
Nope, we didn't. Shaolin monks.
Look at these
weird.
hardened vets.
I find it weird to establish that Sonya was a bad mom and then have Cassie join the military to be like her mom. It doesn't really add up. Like, if you're gonna do, like, the... I feel like she should be something Sonya would hate, because she made that choice during her rebellious youth, you know? Like,
Secretary Blake says he's pleased with our
I've always said, I think the biggest problem with the combat kids is that from the moment we're introduced to them, they're already a team, and they're military-themed. I think it would have been more interesting to sort of do little origin stories of getting the team together, where, like, maybe Jackie could be military already. Or Takeda could, because his dad is with the Special Forces, but...
They need more individual fleshing out, and a story like that really
Yeah.
could have actually helped.
And I feel
As
like...
it is, like, everyone just calls them the combat kids because people look at them as a group, not so much as individual characters.
The thing is, like, you talk about, like, character dynamics, and each member of a team needs to have a different personality, and it's something that you usually see done really well in, you know, any children's cartoon that's about a team. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is usually, like, the big go-to. Every team has a Leo, a Raph, a Michelangelo and a Donatello. And when you're a kid, whichever one's your favorite kind of speaks to your own personality. Like, you probably love Donatello if you're a computer nerd like him. You probably love Mikey if you're the fun-loving, outgoing type like him, etc. So it's kind of weird that, like, Cassie is the leader, but she's more of a Michelangelo and not really a Leonardo at all, and it's kind of at odds. It would have made more sense if she was coming from some, like, idle-rich celebutante kind of thing. Like, not, you don't have to go all the way trashy Paris Hilton with it, but if she took more after Johnny in some way,
Yeah.
it would be more interesting to follow the journey of her being, like, asked to join this team, and then, like, coming from being someone who's, like, untested and an amateur, and not really brought up in the life of, you know, fighting for Earthrealm. And then that's the person who wins at the end, who has to, like, work the hardest to get there, you know? That's more, I think, satisfying arc, usually. Anyway, we're being,
I like Donatello because he wears purple.
Sometimes it does just come down to the color of the weapon.
I was always a Donnie guy, too. Speaking of purple...
Did you beat me to it?
So we were talking earlier about certain characters not needing to be on the roster. Kung Lao definitely has much less screen time than Rain does in this game, and Rain's not playable and Kung Lao is.
If I remember right, I believe the writing team were desperately trying to, like, convince Ed to make Rain, like, base roster, and they would not do it.
Yeah, Ed was still in his phase where when he thought of Rain, he thought of the Prince joke from when they made him in Trilogy. He still wasn't in the headspace yet of, oh, people take this character seriously because he had a story in Armageddon.
I don't know, man. You gave him lines.
Yeah, I mean, but the writers did that. Ed doesn't make the cutscenes, but he does get to pick the roster.
It's hard to be divorced from your own creation, isn't it?
I mean, Ed didn't really create any characters anyway, except for Reptile and Noob Saibot.
That hand move was sick.
I mean, considering Rain's origin, I feel like there's a reasonable chance Ed was behind that kind of tomfoolery in UMK3.
It's possible. But, like, John's the guy who had to draw what everybody looks like. John's the guy who had to come up with the backstories. John always had more investment in giving the games a story than Ed did.
I mean, I believe absolutely that John came up with Rain's backstory and everything. But as for the actual implementation of a guy that just
like the more
shows up and
important...
is an actual character, yeah, Ed would do that.
Alright, I'm gonna block this because he's telegraphing the hell out of it. And because Kano deserves to be beaten up...
You're not gonna let him get a single one in, are you?
I might let him get one, because I think the part where Kotal thumbs him in the eye, but then his eye is fine is a little awkward.
Don't know about X-rays in cutscenes.
Yeah, that's not really
I'm okay with it.
That was sick.
Alright, I'll let him get this one. There you go. But the rest of it is all Kotal.
What's wrong, Kano? Use your might.
I thought you were the strongest of them all.
Kano, fight!
You know, sometimes these folksy sayings they give Kotal sound a little stupid.
He is pretty likable throughout the story.
I understand.
Oh my god, they teleported.
Wow, right in there.
Yeah, where did the street and
No
all
transition.
the traffic and the...
Right in there.
Where's the carriage? Everything is gone.
User Blanche.
There it is.
There she goes.
Ah,
you were saying about...
hit someone with the old lady. There it is.
You were saying about Kotal's speech?
Yeah, I understand that they were trying to, like, develop that he's, you know, like a noble savage archetype, like he's kind of primitive and, sort of native-ish in theme. So that's why he says those sayings that he says. It's just that some of them sound kind of clumsy and aren't very, like, clever. Which move is the one where I pick them up and make the laser?
That's down back. Why? No, it's there. That one. Wait, no. Sun God Choke. That's what.
Sun God Choke. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was right.
Yeah, it has like 3 stages.
Right.
Come here. There it is.
I do like Kotal. A lot of people were a little bit disappointed with him after the MKX comic came out and
Kotal
wrote him
is...
to be a much smarter fellow than he actually
go.
appears as in the game.
Kotal is probably the best new character in this game.
Yeah, I would say so.
The moment I saw him, I was like, "Holy fuck, who's that?"
The problem is one of so a lot of people say the thing that bothered them the most about how Kotal is portrayed was when Kung Jin beats him up, which is coming up in a bit. Because to set up a guy as the new Emperor of Outworld and then have him lose to a new character in, like, one of his first fights ever, it does kind of establish him as not as tough as you thought he would be. So I understand that disappointment. But I also kind of feel like part of the point of Kotal is to... Like, the idea here is, who's left to take over Outworld without Shao Kahn? Like, the next guy to have the throne shouldn't be as tough as Kahn is, because nobody is as tough as Kahn is. All you're left with are the generals. So, like...
I think that... Well, what people were kind of disappointed with, as far as I'm recalling, is the fact that he just sort of turns tail towards the end of the story. It's like,
there is,
yeah,
like,
cool.
yeah, like,
maybe I'll appease Shinnok by doing this, and the comic had written him to be much more of an honorable soul than that.
Yeah,
they do.
It made him out to be a lot more villainous than
they do.
wanted.
They do that, and that was a huge misstep. I really don't like where they take his character in the final chapters, and then they just kind of forget it ever happened in the next game. But I think the thing for me is that as far as how tough he should be and how, like, important he should be and how good he is at ruling Outworld, or at least, like, defending his throne from usurpers, I'd say Kotal should be as tough as, like, Goro or Kintaro or Motaro. And unfortunately, all of those characters also have a presentation problem in the NRS-era games, where they're not as tough as they should be.
So, speaking of Goro, while we're here, sir not appearing in this story, it is worth mentioning that he was going to be in. They were actually trying to write a part for Goro in this game, and they were... As far as I understand, they made some progress. He was going to be part of the story. Until marketing went, hey guys, we need a character that we can sell as a pre-order exclusive that they'll have to pay for otherwise. And from memory, what the deal was that they were really uncomfortable with having a character be part of the story mode and then trying to sell them for additional money.
Yeah.
If you got them pre-ordered.
Oh, they got real comfortable real quick.
Yeah, they changed their mind about that in the next one.
Yeah. So that's why Goro's not in the story. They thought it would be unfair.
So Kotal doesn't have a teleported his moveset in any variation, does he?
It's
not
it's
that
in
I'm
the
aware of.
cutscenes and it's in the intro animations.
He also almost never uses these snake sickles in his moves.
Yeah, they did that more in 11, I think.
Yeah.
He should be breaking out the paddle.
Another thing that's weird about Kotal's character is that he was specifically designed for a variation system. Like, part of his aesthetic is his color-changing tattoos. But if you're putting him in a game that doesn't have variations, what color do you make the tattoos?
Just make him... He's a sun god. Fucking just keep him gold.
I think the tattoos look better in light blue. I think if they light up yellow when he's doing his sun moves, that works. But I also think that War God, the paddle variation, is the most fun variation, and that's the one that has red tattoos, so it's a real catch-22.
You know, this is something that Razor and I have gone back and forth on. Kotal might have too much shit going on.
Oh yeah, he has...
I've been saying that for years.
Him, Takeda, Kung Jin a little bit. A lot of, like, because of the variations, they gave a lot of these guys too many tools to determine what their iconic kit is supposed to be.
Like it's the guy with a razor paddle who actually also throws discuses and has snake daggers and can turn into a panther and...
The discs,
I keep doing this stupid parry, and I don't even know, does it only parry projectiles? Does it parry physical attacks?
It parries physical attacks, too.
We talked over, but Rain had some really good dialogue before the fight started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Rain's voice in this game, that he has, like, that gargle sound effect on it. Like, he's always talking through water. And then they didn't do that effect in 11 or 12. It fucking sucks.
Indeed.
I love the burnt effects in this game.
Yeah.
They kind of look all ashy and shit.
It reminds me of
thing that Kotal also did to Rain,
like
in
the
comic.
full body flaming sprites in Street Fighter 2.
Right. But no, I kind of think that the disc projectile might be his worst special move.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't even need
it. It's a I don't know, like, why is he doing that?
I guess it's only there because they have the expectation of having every character have a projectile.
I think it's in there
Mind
because...
you, this is in the same game where Ferritor debuted.
I think it's in there because somebody looked at, like, classic, like, Mayan or Aztec weapons and went, well, we should give him all the things because he's the only Mayan character we're ever gonna make. It's the same reason that he has, like... He's wearing a bird helmet, but he's got snake sickles, and he turns into a panther in the next game? Pick one!
Every single Aztec deity.
Fucking pick one! Look, I'll give you snake and bird because he's named after Quetzalcoatl, who's a feathered serpent. But the panther doesn't fucking fit.
No, all the gods. Quetzalcoatl.
I know that the panther was they were playing around with it for this game, like it's in the concept art. He would have been able to turn into the panther and the snake, I think.
Well, giving him animalities in general, I don't fucking need, much less multiple on the same character.
He doesn't need to do that.
Everyone needs an animality.
You know what we mean,
like,
Shad.
Yes, I do.
So the
no,
guys...
I agree, he does not actually need... I don't know where the panther morph came from.
Can we talk about, like, where does Kotal's powers come from? What is his theme? Like, he's... The Aztec race gets stronger in sunlight, and then he also uses, like, blood sacrifice to power magic spells.
Ancient Aztec anti-vampires.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he needs to, like, pick one thing. He's got 5 things.
And, like, you know,
this
is not just him. This is a problem that I have with the Takeda, to a lesser extent, Kun Jin. Freaking variation system, man.
Yeah. You know, I have this on very easy. And they keep interrupting me when I try to, like, learn moves, like, figure out what a projectile does. Remember when Ed said the reason the chapter system exists is so that you can learn the character?
You know how I learned the character in a fighting game?
How's that?
I go into training mode and I do trials.
I don't think there are any trials in this game.
God.
I know, and it's very silly.
The audio just got really crunchy out of nowhere. Say something.
Hello?
Okay, it's back to normal.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, it's mostly normal, and then it gets a little crunchy when it peaks. When we get to the next fight, I'm gonna pause and see what might be causing that.
A mere cub, grown to be a jaguar.
Does it have a jaguar tooth?
Why did
I miss add-on.
Once we hit the drop point,
Why did she ask, what did you
Jackie
see?
and I will come in from the south.
He saw Melina pull out Shinnok's amulet. We all saw it.
Then what? A simple pick up and go?
We bag him if he resists.
Resistance might be more possible than you think.
Don't sweat it. It comes to that, Sub-Zero won't know what hit him.
Why are they planning to attack him when the mission is to invite him to a meeting?
To fool you into thinking there's something going on when there's not.
I see.
Love that ice throne.
It is, it is stylish.
You can say cool.
It is time to entertain.
I wasn't gonna.
I do all the heavy lifting around here.
So apparently this statue is the first Grandmaster, the founder of the Lin Kuei. I
It needs a mask or
it's
something.
stated in the concept art.
Move.
It's a great idea. But I just see another Quan Chi when I see it out of the corner of my eye, you know?
Yeah, it's just like a bald guy with an angry face.
Yeah. His grunts look pretty good.
Yeah.
They are, pretty similar in design to the ones that appeared in Armageddon.
No.
So, one of the things about this sequence is that, this is kind of the only time Sub-Zero does anything in this story. And it's basically filler.
State your.
Well, there is the tea party.
That's true. That's true. But this is like, this is the part where they make Sub-Zero playable. And it just would have been nice if he, like, did something important against, like, the bad guys where you got control. Instead of, like, his presence in this game is basically a glorified cameo.
Yet you are cut off, surrounded. What will you do?
My father always spoke highly of you.
And,
he wants to talk.
Talking.
the thing is, like,
Always his first choice.
What a good line.
Let's try pummeling.
Sub-Zero in this game is basically a big apology for Cyber Sub and 9. Like,
Oh yeah, huge.
they off-screen immediately reverted him from the thing they had done straight to the Deadly Alliance version because they knew that was the most popular version. Like,
Also, they knew they hadn't really thought things through when they made him into a robot.
yeah.
They did that, and afterward they're like, oh yeah, there were stories to these things afterwards, aren't there?
And they gave me Cryomancer, which is not my variation.
What is your variation?
Grandmaster, I like the Ice Clone. I like throwing the Ice Clone at people.
You're
This
an
was,
ice clone.
this was Temp's variation.
Yeah, but this has the blue ice arms, so...
The ice arms are fine. And to be fair, like, I'm about to
They're
say
not-
I like the medallion better, but it's not even the right medallion in this game. It doesn't have a dragon on it. It's called the Dragon Medallion, and they didn't put a dragon on it.
There's your ice clone, Razor. You see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
That was cool. I mean, to be fair, these aren't really ice arms. They're more like...
They're just blue.
Yeah, they're just blue. They don't have that sort of, like, wet sheen on it like, versus DC did. Oh, there it is again!
She's, like, laying in the Yamcha pose.
You are more like your mother than you think.
She too got bodied and laid in a crater. She too is no stronger than a Cyberman.
Oh, sad.
Now, he just did the teleport in a cutscene.
Revealed my intention.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's not cool.
How does that work?
Father taught me a lot, Grandmaster.
Let us see.
Oh,
The game's getting laggy. That's fine. It'll correct itself. We're fine.
We hope.
I think this might be the most advanced game any of us has ever LP'd. There's a,
yeah.
There's more than one reason that I have no intention of doing 11 or 12 as a Let's Play. I mean, we already did a commentary on 11 story mode. And our opinions are well known on 12. But I don't think my PC could handle it.
I don't have opinions on 12.
I have opinions on the fact that 12 exists. Let's put it that way.
That's fair.
Sometimes dead is better, alright? Does Warner Brothers own the rights to Pet Sematary? I feel like it would be, like, ironic and appropriate if they did.
I've never seen that movie.
You should. It's good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is that a Stephen King?
Yes.
Everything's Stephen King.
You're a Stephen King.
Fucking got him.
Am I like 80s Stephen King? Because that's a compliment.
You're 70s Stephen King.
Still not bad.
You're a massive, massive alcoholic.
Father, you know me.
Thank you. Now we're getting to it.
Tell him how you really feel. The crunchiness
Bust out
is
cocksucking shit for brains or something.
definitely going to be in the recording.
Yep.
Maybe we should do 3 chapters per LP and make it 4 episodes.
That'd be funny.
I can deal with that.
Yeah, I think that might be wise. I don't know how long. Like, it's gonna keep breaking down the longer we go at a time.
Do you think it's the snow?
It could be the snow.
It can't take how cool this whole
Oh god,
fight is.
the raining outdoor Raiden Sky Temple stage? That could be a problem.
Razor, you better disable all of your shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, turn down the settings and stuff. How dare
She
you?
got you. That is what that move was for, and she got you with it.
She still put me to sleep. That's gonna be what beats me.
Do not judge yourself harshly, Specialist Briggs.
Most people suck in comparison to I.
You know, we're about to find out that this whole thing has been staged as a training exercise. It would have been real funny, though, if one of these guys with swords, like, did real damage, because those are real swords.
Randy, what did you... Oh, shit. Boss? Oh, god damn it, Randy.
What if that was canonically how Jackie ended up with metal arms like her dad?
That's funny.
That's the kind of story development that I want to see.
During Lin Kuei meetings. I feel like we need comic stories about Kuai Liang's underlings and their wacky misadventures.
Yeah, like, I've always wanted to see, like, more from the Lin Kuei, the henchman. Because, like, they exist, but they do nothing.
They're the perfect subjects for, like, a look inside the day-to-day of your assassin's clan, you know?
I also, like, so the original Lin Kuei had, like, 5 named characters with superpowers. All of them became playable. But Sub-Zero's Lin Kuei has nobody but Frost. And that's disappointing. Like, get out there and recruit some dudes who have, like, abilities and shit. You gotta be out there in the world. The previous Lin Kuei found them.
Any ideas?
Sub-Zero, let's talk.
That opportunity
Yeah,
has passed.
it sure has.
Got a new plan, Cage?
You could have followed the old one, Jin. You're gonna catch hell if you kill us.
Yes, I suppose so. Shuo, Dangjin.
That worked.
You know, since we're about to lose the opportunity to appreciate it, because he's about to go away, I just want to point out that I think this is the best Sub-Zero has ever looked in terms of, like, face and hair. Like, that is a magnificent beard. That is like a Will Riker beard. And the shit he has in 11 is patchy and disappointing.
The Lin Kuei shredded us.
You maybe.
I see plenty of frozen boot prints on your ass too.
Come on now.
Maybe facial capture, like basing people directly off real actors in video games, was a mistake compared to having the freedom to model whatever face you want.
Is this where I have to bring up MK12's initial screenshots of Goro? Ah, it was plainly just some fucking dude.
Yeah, it was just some dude.
They couldn't just like up-res a fucking.
You know what's funny?
Model.
You know those images you can unlock for your fucking gamer card thing that shows up when you play online?
Yeah.
12 has images of Goro for that still show the old pictures where he was just a dude.
That's funny.
I'm gonna love
fucking hilarious.
They didn't update that art when they changed the model.
I'm gonna love when Moloch shows up at MK13 and it's just like Will Smith and Aladdin. The live action version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a fan of that Kenshi costume.
Damn it, Mom, stop talking to me telepathically. There are people around. Sorry, Deanna.
It's hard to create a decent Kenshi outfit because he was one of the first guys to sort of be overcomplicated and over-designed with the plated armor stuff.
Most Kenshi outfits actually blend together for me.
Yeah, they're all just kind of rubber padding on the shoulders, black and red. It's all kind of the same.
Ironically, I think 12 has one of the better Kenshi designs.
I do like it there for the most part.
Like he actually looks like himself, whereas everyone else in the game looks like a different character.
Speaking of different characters, here's Lee May.
Yeah.
Entire battalions erased. It was not honorable, not combat.
Not stonks.
It wasn't combat because he didn't fight back.
Melina wields its crimson energy without precision.
Well, that's good then.
You know what? The game is running much smoother now. I think it was the snow.
Oh, the Sky Temple's gonna be a good time.
Oh no. Isn't that in this fucking chapter coming up?
Yes, the flashback to Kung Jin's backstory.
Hey, Razor, remember when you upgraded your PC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you actually upgrade it? I don't know if he actually
No,
did
he
that.
did. He did.
Oh no, I know.
Look, there's a difference between playing games and playing them while running recording software and Discord at the same time.
You remind me of an Earthrealm.
There's always you, MK3. Wiggling eyebrows, but you can't see it.
He was an Earthrealmer. One of his eyes glowed.
At some point after we've done a few, I don't know, Batman games or Silent Hill or whatever the fuck people vote for, and we go back to MK just to, you know, switch it up, I will let you play some of the arcade classics because you're good at them and I'm not. You can be on the sticks.
Hell to the yes.
And we'll just do some LPs of like running through the arcade ladder and looking at endings or whatever.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I need to confirm with Kotal Kahn that
Always wanted to use that in a sentence.
you and your team are going to Outworld.
Yeah, now what?
Yes, indeed. Now what?
I don't know. I expected the sky to be purple or something.
Don't believe everything you see.
Boo!
Fuck you!
It was purple in the last game! You can't say that!
Can we talk about, like, the fact that that fucking line spawned people wearing purple hats?
Yeah, there's people wearing hats now that have printed on them "Make Outworld Purple Again."
That shit should be our fucking motto.
What if it was purple?
If you were an artist Why would you go, yes, make fun of the purple, and then turn in brown work? Like, look, it's all brown and gray. How is this better?
Like, I really feel like that line is honestly very emblematic of the dim view they take, probably, of MK's original aesthetic and how far we're intentionally moving away from it.
Every single thing in this picture right now, except for Aaron's scarf, is either brown or gray.
State your business.
We're emissaries.
Aaron is my favorite new MKX character. And you want to know why?
What's that?
Raiden's official seal.
I like Boba Fett.
I get that.
Buy one of those at that stall right over there.
Not as good as Kotal.
You can arrest us.
I sort of.
He's in second place though.
We're telling the truth. You probably get a pay cut, or worse.
I get my Boba Fett vibes from the Cyber Ninjas and Cabal.
Maybe you get a bonus. You can't lose.
I do
Well,
think
the
it's
Cyber
amusing.
Ninjas and Cabal.
I do think
The
it's
Cyber Ninjas
amusing
and Cabal
that
have like that.
Go ahead.
You go first.
Okay, I just think it's amusing that when they introduce a Western cowboy character to make him Mortal Kombat-y, they put a ninja mask on him.
But you know what?
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
cowboy meets ninja. It's cowboy meets ninja. Absolutely.
This character isn't MK enough. Slap a mask on his mouth.
And it fucking works to their
It
credit.
fucking looks cool.
It does actually kind of work.
See, the Boba Fett comparison, though, those other guys you mentioned, the Cyber Ninjas, Cabal, they've all kind of got something real under the hood. You know?
Neither of them are actually like, bounty hunter mercenaries. Like, he's literally Boba Fett.
Right down to like being cool on the surface level and not really having much else going on, but it's okay because he looks cool. That's what it's all about.
He has a cool backstory, at least.
He does.
In this game, yes.
Yeah.
He did!
So, speaking of things 11 would ruin...
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I also think, like, Aaron doesn't work with short hair. Like, he looks like just a middle-aged man in 11 compared to this. Like, this looks good.
What else? He didn't
I
need
also, like, the black around his
Confederate
eyes.
outfit.
Well, yeah, I actually, like, looked into it, and, like, 150 years ago, like, the time frame that he'd have to be from, Texas was not part of the South during the Civil War.
Ah.
And he's supposed to be from Texas, right?
Oops.
Anyway.
Continuity error. You watch the costumes good.
Should we finish out Jin's chapter? Should we do these 4 fights, or do you want to do it 3 chapters an episode?
We've already talked. Let's keep talking.
I mean, I know Smokeman is getting tired. He's a sleepy boy. He comes home from work and he has these responsibilities with us before he gets to go to bed.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right.
All right.
I come home from work, Razor. What the fuck do you do?
I'm working right now.
He's being Mr. Charisma. It says so on the screen.
Look. Viewers and subscribers pay my bills, Smokeman. And if you want to do that, you can subscribe at patreon.com/netherkast in order to support my exorbitant lifestyle as a YouTube content creator.
Is this
Lives on a diet of Mountain Dew Code Red. His name is Mr. Charisma, and he lives on a diet of Mountain fucking Dew Code fucking Red. Oh, the times.
So what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here?
I think we're gonna cut it here.
Let's stop.
Yeah.
You're tired. It's been a trip.
We will continue on with Mortal Kombat X next week. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you later, nerds.
Have a next day.
Oh,
Next? What?
X!
Oh!
He's playing MKX!
Yeah, I don't know if it worked.
I thought
Smart
he was just
people
doing
will figure
something
it out.
different.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I'm leaving that in.
Yeah. Go ahead.